in Childress, Texas, and I need a selfie stick. I don't have a selfie stick. Um, I'm in a parking lot in Childress, Texas, in a Starbucks parking lot where I spent the night, or sort of spent the night. I arrived here about 4 a.m. And again, I apologize if if you were on here a minute ago, but my live stream just went off. So I'm studying the screen. So anyway, I've got to do a music camp. I'm going to be a part of a camp up north of Amarillo, Texas. So ended up here in this parking lot, and let's see here. As you can see, I'll show you. This is my daughter conveniently, she gave me the minivan megaphone, and I've got my pins spread out here. The most comfortable bed, really is. And of course, I brought my bicycle because I'm planning to get some exercise this week. Well, I want. I gave this whole spiel a minute ago, so I feel kind of funny doing it again, but here you go. So this is my writing device. It's a piece of plexiglass with my holder here, and you can see it looks like I'm sitting on a toilet or something. That's bad. Okay, but anyway, so I will start this thing again. Let's see if this one won't cut us off. This is a little bit of a rough piece of paper, but hey, it's okay. I have been, well, oh yeah, so I didn't tell you this. So last night the reason I got on the road so late was I had a caricature gig over at the Gaylord Texan in Grapevine last night, and then by the time I got home and got on the road, but I have to be over here at 2 o'clock today, so I'm going to try this again, this little live stream. I don't suppose I had to do one here, but it just seemed like fun. In the weather, man, I slept like a baby for 4 hours. If you hear we're next to the drive-through, so anyway, you may hear that. But I've been thinking a lot about our cell phones, and hello everybody. These phones, and over the last couple of months, I have been in touch with so many nice people and people who have shown up that I haven't seen in years. And one of the things that I have recognized is how comfortable we are with just texting. We don't really want to talk on the phone. We just want to send a quick text. And I think, forgive my tearing there. But you can't. And I'm all about texting. And in fact, I've got a friend, and we've been doing a lot of texting, and we're not going to text as much. We're going to kind of back off a little bit. And I miss it. I find it I'm missing that. But anyway, I digress. I think things, you can't hear the inflections in a text, and you can read into it, and things that aren't really being said. So it's good to actually hear what somebody's saying. Hello. I've given you a hodgepodge there. I don't know. I'm certainly not running on a script. Horse lover, Angie, all of you, thank you for your comments. I appreciate you being here. So I'll just get right into it. I'm going to try it again. Hopefully I won't get cut off this time. So here's what I think. I think that a phone call pens are a little thickish. Hey, phone calls. Hey, phone calls. V. Ooh, my pen. Man, these pens are just not doing the way I want them to. Oh. Okay. Hey, phone calls. The real deal. I really did kind of, while I had somewhat of a plan in my head, I don't write it down. I don't know that I got anything said that I thought I might, but it's okay. No text. A phone call is the real deal. No text can complete. You know, when you're texting, I mean, it's hard sometimes to detect sarcasm. You know, you hear every pause. You hear every pause. I wish I had I should have stretched every out a little bit. Oh, so I think I'll go like this. Every pause. Okay. Hey, Jerry. Each stumble, a lot of traffic noise here in Childress. It's one of my favorite places, though, up here on this highway 287, to watch the trains. Man, I tell you, there are some trains. You hear each. I don't know that I said this right. Each, and that's a little odd, but each and every. That's the way I say it. Pause. Each stumble. My dad, I tell this story all the time. He used to always say, if you need to tell somebody something, you go to them, you talk to them in person. Don't write a letter, Which, I think he was onto something. Whoops. Each stumble And we're constantly, that's all we're in this texting world, you know, so my dad wouldn't have known what to think. Each beat. Oh, let me get a sip of coffee. A little coffee. Oh, gosh. Okay. The laughter. The signs. I'm in no place here in my van to, the size to put on my music. So we have the music of the highway, the warmth, the laughter, the sighs, the warmth. I don't know why I didn't make sighs a little deep, thicker. I should have. But okay. The warmth. I hope y'all are doing okay this morning and finding some joy in something, you know? I mean, the warmth in just little boxy letters. The warmth in the tone. I don't know, I'm switching back and forth to thick to thin. A phone call's the real deal. No text can complete. You hear each and every pause. Each, put a little comma there. Each stumble, each beat, the laughter, the sighs, the warmth in. Okay. So I lost a bunch of you. I'm sorry. But I'm going to finish this at the Starbucks in Childress. Okay. Got cut off. The signs, the warmth. So here we go again. The warmth in the tone. The way silence lingers. See if I can do this. If I can get her done. Anyway, I was going to say, you know, this was I love that, the way silent lingers. Silence. Lingers. When left all alone. It's one of my favorite things. We get kind of uncomfortable with the silence. Okay. My writing device is a little odd here in my minivan today. So anyway, that went a little farther over than I would care, but it's okay. So there we go. The warmth in the tone, the way silence lingers when left alone. So talking, people get uncomfortable with that, you know? You get tied up on the telephone, you know? You can just sort of I mean, when you're texting, you can just shut it down, you know? Say what needs to be said, and then you're gone, you know? And depending on which end of the stick you're on, you know, if you're the receiver, or I don't know. I think sometimes it's convenient for one person and a little bit, I don't know, hard on the person. On, you know, maybe somebody wants to talk, but they. Anyway, my thoughts are not coming out. Let's see. Maybe you know what I mean. The more, it's more. It's more than only than just words. Yep. No music today, my friends, just traffic noise. But you know, people complain about that. I don't know. I don't always hate it. I don't always hate it. It's more than just words. It's the space in between. One of the, let's see. One of my favorite things is when I'm in the midst of a bunch of noise, you know. I don't know, maybe a train passes by. And, you know, it's just so loud. And then it passes, and then it's just sort of silence. And then I love watching that last car just drift, you know, drove, kind of disappear. And then maybe there's a bird singing, just something, you know, just that real quiet that happens after something. I guess it's the calm after the storm. I don't know. It's more than just words. It's the space in between that leaves. You. To wonder. One of the things when I text, I use the voice activation a lot. And I don't know, I think it just has a hard time understanding me. That leaves you to wonder, what did they mean? What did they mean? A message, a text message can't capture what voices reveal. But I'm grateful that we can text. Oh, I think I'll go. A message can't capture. I just think that you consider, you need to consider what you're trying to convey, maybe. It's funny though, when I'm writing this, it's recently I had a conversation with my friend, and at one point I said, I feel more comfortable texting, And then I turned around and told her that I prefer talking on the phone, So, sometimes I don't enjoy hearing myself, really. It's more than just words, it's the space in between that leaves you to wonder, what did they mean? A message can't. A message can't capture what voices reveal. So, I'll leave you here. Let's see, a phone call. You guys, I'm looking up and I'm seeing a few of you on here, and I'm so grateful. It is a privilege to do this. If you haven't already and you would feel led to subscribe, that would just make my day. It truly would. It truly would. A phone call, uncertain. Uncertain. So right here at the coffee shop parking lot in Childress, Texas. But, and then we'll put kind of a larger, let's see, get the old Crayola marker out. But I'm going to go all the way across the page. Hello, Tracy. Welcome. Thank you for being here. All right. So there you have it. Well, I've got a little more time. You guys probably have places to be. I don't know. I'm sure you do. Or maybe you are in that place. Maybe you are in that place and you're just observing this, whatever I'm doing. So adding a few dots. I'm going to add the dots before I continue on my way west on Highway 287 out of Childress, Texas. Sitting in the minivan on my plexiglass desk. My plexiglass desk. You know, I had a drawing job. I was over in Flower Mound, Texas, a couple of weeks ago with my cousin Stacy. She came over there and she was with me and hanging out and talking to the people. And then we went to lunch and I don't know, did a little, I've told this before, but we went to a little cemetery up in Tioga, Texas. That's where our grandparents are buried. So we got to go up there and lots of fun. All that to say, on that day I had this plexiglass is about a 1/4 inch thick, and I got it at a estate sale over in Weatherford, Texas, and it is just my favorite piece of surface when I'm out and about. Putting on the dots. Ooh, there's a puppy dog. Well, we haven't been shut down yet. I tried this, it's happened to me twice today. I've gotten knocked off. Ooh, I didn't plan this well. My pen is hitting the device. Sorry about that. But yes, subscribing, that helps me so much. Okay, look at here. So what do you do? So this is where I tore it in the paper. I didn't cut it, I tore it. And I accidentally didn't get it all. So we're just going to kind of follow that. Because, why do we do that? Because it gives it character. It gives it some character. Anyway, I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for my friends who might happen to be on, and I love you guys. Oh, ooh, that's a little funky. Ooh, look. That's scary, man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Freak out. Okay. All right. So there you have it. Let me apply just a little bit of color. I'm going to put a little color. Get one of my handy dandy eggs. And don't have quite the space that I do in my house. But color, I always do end up doing yellow, but it looks like we have a purple in here. Let's see what purple does. Okay, so I will take just a little pastel, put a little purple on there, just like that. Now rub it. Probably that's way too much, but anyway, so then I just get a little of that on here, and then I'm gonna just kind of put it around the edge. Well, let's see if you can see this. Put it around the edges, see, and we just we do it around the edges because we want it to look pretty, and really, I've just kind of started getting into the color a little bit. Just here, there. little here, a little there. Nothing fancy. Nothing too fancy. I'm really kind of having to, I keep telling you that, I don't have the room I usually have, but so I'm struggling a little bit with it. But, you know, it's just an essence, sort of a, give us a little essence. My wife, her favorite color was purple. She loved purple. She really did. Kathy. My sweet Kathy. So I applied some purple. You know what? Got a little second. I'm gonna put. Man, there are some trucks around here. There's some trucks. A little yellow. Little yellow. A little hodgepodge. Just a bit of yellow. Okay, guys, gals, friends, neighbors, you guys have a glorious day. And I'm going to try to do the same. Actually, I can't complain. I'm a little tired because I didn't get a lot of sleep. I won't finish you out with a grand finale of music. Not that I ever do. I try to make it sort of seem like there's some rhyme or reason. So I'll read it. A phone call call's supposed to have that there. A phone call's the real deal. No text can complete. You hear each and every pause, each stumble, each beat, the laughter, the sighs, the warmth in the tone, the way silence lingers when left alone. It's more than just words, it's the space. It's the space in between that leaves you to wonder, what did they mean? A message can't capture what voices reveal. A phone call uncertain, but beautifully real. Okay, I'll leave you with that. I don't know if I'll be able to go live tonight, live stream, but I'll sure try. Again, thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please do that if you haven't already. And it's a privilege to do this. I'll catch you down the line, and good day.